Okay, so I've been practicing, by the way, specifically because of you. I've been practicing my camera work for introductions. So I'm gonna
Excellent.
get into this, guys.
Excited to
Spawning,
watch.
spawning here in the lower base location on Metropolis. It's gonna be the orange Zerg player, xpKubbaN,
From Team Experience.
from
Well, I
Team
like that, Rifkin.
Experience.
I like
Yes.
that, Rifkin. Well, in the, I could say the 3 o'clock position, in the light blue trunks, he is a Protoss player. It's not bright, it is Unlight.
Is that really the opposite of bright, though? Unlight.
Hmm.
Yeah, so a little bit of background. We don't know anything about Unlight. I did get to check out his profile before we loaded in. He's a Masters Protoss player. Um, his opponent, though, xpKubbaN, he's on Team Experience, and that in and of itself is not a lot of information, but Team Experience is a newer team in StarCraft, recently formed, and they plan to do a lot of Zotac Cups. And their manager, or I think it's the manager, pardon me if I'm mistitling you here, sir, has basically asked us to try and cast some of their games, and I was like, you know what, if they're going to be playing in Zotac, we're casting Zotac, why the heck not? So, good luck to Team
Zotac,
Experience today. Hopefully we'll get a couple of their games in.
Zotac Cup is a great opportunity to gain experience in StarCraft 2, Rifkin. We see
Ah,
powerhouses in this tournament, man. Straight up monsters dominating week in and week out.
I see what
And
you did there.
I'm very happy to be back on the NA Cup. Yeah, we saw it. It was clever.
And xpKubbaN is also mid to high masters on EU, according to Team Experience. So
Excellent.
this is no small fry versus another small fry. These are two decent players.
I mean, Nexus first out of Unlight here.
Yeah,
Not shocking.
little risky. A lot of players tend to stick to that forge, but it is like a monster map. And you know what? I'm already feeling, guys. I'm just gonna put everything on low for now. I do apologize, but it's just to save these guys the lag later on when the everything really matters. Because nothing's
And
worse than trying to fight a battle and have all the casters lagging you out.
you just gotta wait till Open Broadcaster comes out with a format that's acceptable here.
Yeah, they're very close, but they're not quite to where I'd like it to be. For at least more casting tournament stuff. Like for personal stream, I'll use OBS every single day of the week.
But the last time I used XSplit, it was very nice. And the last time I won CVP, Rifkin, I didn't see the Zerg player get blocked this bad.
Yeah,
But
xpKubbaN found himself in a bit of trouble as the third base was also pyloned off. So
can he drop
unlike,
another pile again?
oh, that would be just dirty if he does.
It wouldn't make a lot of sense to do that because you've already delayed the Zerg player enough, and the pylon block itself was kind of
Sometimes,
rough there, but
sometimes though, Doom, it's that mental victory, right?
I suppose so. But I mean, looking at what Unlight's got right now, he's got a photon cannon up. xpKubbaN knows this, of course. He's had the Overlord scouting
Oh,
over top
it's
of
even
Unlight the whole time.
even if he didn't have the Overlord here, it's Protoss versus Zerg. You have to know this is going to be here.
See this every time, and this is why I'm so stoked for Heart of the Swarm coming out. But I like xpKubbaN's response to this, Rifkin. He's gone for this third hatchery very, very fast in addition to the second one. So gonna
Well,
get to
the
3 hatches super quick.
well, the funny thing is that like you can kind of phrase it like, yeah, he went for it quote unquote very fast, but with how late the natural is delayed, it's kind of like, yeah, this is what I guess I have to do now because
Mm.
those pylons sucked.
His fast response, I admire his fast response.
Yeah, fair enough. Good.
Just likely been in this situation before. I mean, how many games of Wings of Liberty have these professional players probably played it up to this point?
Well,
It's like thousands.
it's interesting though because it's almost at the point now with the Protoss play you don't see a lot of people even still use pylons. They're just like, all right, you know what? They're going for that 15 pool. They're gonna have Zerglings out. I'll just use the probe and delay it for like 10 or 15 seconds. But here we saw today, Unlight block it for almost a full minute.
Full committal. And Unlight, we'll see how his plan unfolds. Everything he's doing now is completely standard. Wouldn't be shocked to see a Robo come down, perhaps, or around this Cybernetics core finishing up. But there's a couple of different possibilities here if he's going to go for some type of gateway-centric
Oh
play. And whether or
gosh.
not he takes that third base is going to be
Actually,
crucial to watch for.
dude, I might have to
So,
tell you about the weirdest Protoss versus Zerg strategy I saw last weekend. I don't
okay.
remember whether it was the European Cup, ESL, or the North American Cup, but one of them, we had a best of 3 series come down. I don't remember who was playing off the top of my head, but we saw, like, I think it was 9, no, like 13 gates or something ridiculous off 2 base. And it was like, I,
13 games?
yeah, only sentries were being produced. And
Oh,
and it would have worked if the guy was had a bit better control over his sentries. Because it was ridiculous. Nothing could touch them. It was like infinite force fields, and the damage was just enough to kill everything. It was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing I've seen in a while. But you know what? I can see it being viable if there's a bit better control. But meanwhile, we have Stargate coming down, or there was. Did he cancel that?
Yeah, did you see what happened there? He sensed the Overlord coming in and canceled the Stargate, dropped down 2 gateways. Now he's got the Overlord out of that vision. He's dropped
go
the
for it
Stargate
again.
down in the back of the base.
Nice. A little bit of mind games there with the vision. Let's actually
It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could have... No, I mean, it's this... You know, you talk about the little mind games here or there with gas tricks and all that. When your opponent sees, like, okay, he must have known I saw him, that's why I canceled it. There's no reason for him to assume that he rebuilt that after putting down those 2 gateways. And those 2 gateways are something he'd have to follow up later, so... This is actually kind of cool tactics out of Unlight.
I liked how xpKubbaN scouted with his Overlord there to Rifkin, because if you look at the path he went, he just ignored going for the gases in the main, because he figures, alright, those 2 gases are likely taken. But what he did see was that the gas at the natural was taken as well. So he's got to know that the gas is going somewhere. It can't just be gateways. There's got to be some type of advanced tech going on. But I really like the way that xpKubbaN spread his Overlords across the map right now, but he's going to have to get something into that main base of Unlight, and seeing that he's going up to lair now, I wouldn't be shocked to see him warp an Overseer and just run that through eventually.
Well, xpKubbaN's economy is definitely working for him right now, dude. We have 72 workers to the 49 of Unlight. Now, while Phoenixes are coming, I mean, there's...
What are they going to do?
There's so many workers, right? Like, they'll kill some, sure, but they're not going to kill all of them anytime soon.
Well, they're going to get spotted as well, because this Overlord has made its way into the base, sees the Stargate with the Phoenix being produced, and being that there's 2 Phoenixes out right now on the map, the third one's going to be coming. It's going to have to do something with them, and it's likely just going to be Overlord cleanup. Overlord cleanup duty, that's my guess.
Now, xpKubbaN responded by building a Spire, and I'm really hoping he's not going to go Mutalisks with this. I do hope this is just in the eventuality that late game comes and we'll have Greater Spire on the way, because Mutalisks don't fare well versus Phoenixes, as we've seen time and time again.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't throw down the Infestation pick, because that would have enabled him to go up to high a little bit quicker. He hasn't really dropped down any Evolution Chamber. Well, he's got the 2 Evolution Chambers going down now, but...
Unlight with some on-grid control of these Phoenixes, that drone actually escapes with 1 health, and the Queen is not dead yet either. I'm surprised xpKubbaN's just letting that drone chill. 5 health, slowly regenning. But Spore Crawlers coming down all over. This is what you need to do. It's not fun, you know, having to make 6 Spore Crawlers, but you have to make 6 Spore Crawlers.
They're going to be deflected after that. But the response here from xpKubbaN on the other side was warping a bunch of Zealots at home. So trying to be efficient with his warpins, not missing a beat with that. He's producing a lot of Immortals too. So even though he's scouted the Spire out, he's going to continue to go for a ground-based army.
Well, the funky thing is, though, we got xpKubbaN with a massive Roach army, at least started. And while Zealots are actually quite good against Roaches if they have charge, but right now these Zealots are just kind of naked, techless melee things.
Council just started, and I mean, Unlight's been on 2 bases for a long time now. Rifkin, no intentions of taking that 3rd base. xpKubbaN knows he's in 3rd base, even dropping that creep down now. That had to be crossing his mind at this point. And look at this creep spread, man. He's got it poking out all the way, stretched into the middle of the map. We'll know if any type of ground-based assault is coming immediately.
Well, it's a bit funny too because it's not off. Like, this is actually really good sense, and I don't know why more Zerg don't do this. When you see Phoenixes around the field, you know there's likely not going to be an observer, or if there is, it will be much, much later. So why not spread that creep? It's not like it's going to be cleaned up anytime soon. But Unlight, man, he is being vicious with these Phoenixes. He's going for Roaches even, Doom.
Yeah. I guess he's taking units away. That's one positive to look at it. But
well, he is getting kills. Look at this.
Doesn't look like he wants to move out ever. I mean, he doesn't need to move out ever at this point because he knows I have 3 bases. My 4th base is just finished, and the Protoss player stuck on 2. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see him floating an Overlord and Overseer around the map looking for like hidden bases or something right now because this is getting very all in very fast here, Rifkin.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that. Now we do have 12 Infestors coming out of xpKubbaN. Yeah. This is a good response. However, the problem is we have Colossus with Thermal Lance on the way. And, Infestors are really nice, but they're not that nice.
And Unlight was using his Phoenix very effectively at picking off drones that were trying to over to the 4th base. A couple of Infestors are going to move over here. Can they get Fungal off on him, though?
He's only picked up 5 workers, though, curiously enough. He spent a lot of time killing...
Big fuck.
Oh, man. 2 more Fungals will kill everything, plus the Infested Terrans.
So every single Phoenix that Unlight has invested into is
Rest
going to die.
in peace. A little over fungal, I feel, but you know what? It's just energy. It's free.
It's for show,
What the
Rifkin.
heck?
It's for show. Protoss Player, on the other hand, is getting his +2 now, just chrono boosting out, about halfway done. Lots of Stalkers out here. Just a handful of Immortals. And continue that Colossus production. Rifkin, the Hive's about to finish as well, too. So
Did he cancel his spy originally? He must have canceled it, as he's only just building another one now. Unless I'm having a total brain lapse here.
You know, this is the time for mind games to happen. It's the Zotac Cup.
We have, yeah, the cancel versus the cancel, I guess. Whose cancel was better? But man, xpKubbaN
only history will tell.
I like this. He's taking another base behind this. And really, why not? What's stopping you? There's no aggression on the way. You're putting down tons of spine crawlers. Quite frankly, it's really safe, and the extra larva does not hurt.
Yeah, it's like the snowball theory, can we call it that? So when you put a snowball in the snow, you just keep rolling it, and all of a sudden, if you do it quicker than the person to the right of you, you're going to have a bigger snowball.
Darn!
And, Unlight's being smart here, responding by taking his 4th base very fast, but he's got the 3rd and the 4th, and those need to complete ASAPly.
Yeah, I thought snowball was, you know, you throw a snowball at your best friend, hit him in the face, he gets mad, punches you in the face, big
That's
fight
a snowball
starts.
Fight.
Yeah. Well, that snowball fight snowballed rather quickly. Oh.
This economy is snowballing rather quickly, Rifkin. 2,100 minerals.
Do we have 2 fleet beacons?
Second? I don't know.
Dude, we have 2 fleet
yes,
beacons.
It does have 2 fleet beacons.
Okay then. I guess safe than sorry when one gets destroyed. I don't know. Mothership core though, or sorry, not core. Wow, this is Wings of Liberty. Mothership will most likely be on the way here soon. But no, Unlight just actually opted to move out. And these Corruptors coming out right now will not be that effective. They'll take out the Colossus quick, that's for sure. But after that, he's going to want to turn those into Broodlords and do a lot of damage to this Protoss army.
Well, Rifkin, what can the Protoss actually do here? There is a wall of spine crawlers. There's creep that will be able to spot this incoming. In fact, does it spot it now? Yes, it does spot it now at the conclusion of that last creep tumor.
That +3 is on the way too. That's quite scary. But look at this spine crawler Wild Doom. This is not going to be broken easily.
Where are the fungals though? There's the infested Terrans. I mean, is he going to fungal this in place once it reaches in the front? Okay.
No, but it is going to drive Unlight back for now. xpKubbaN just needs to buy that time. The Corruptors are here now. They weren't before.
I'd like to see Unlight wait till +3 finishes. He's got it almost completed.
Ooh,
One more
Zerglings.
cycle, probably going to finish so quick, but
Zerglings being donated to Unlight right now.
that's okay. There's 5 Broodlords on the way, Rifkin. Got a lot of fungals sitting back here. Still a lot of spine crawlers as well. And Unlight's running out of zealots to buffer with. Well, he's got 17 on the map, but they're on the back.
Yeah, these Broodlords are really nicely positioned too. These Stalkers cannot blink under them. It's just about holding and buying time right now. That's why we see all these infested Terrans being thrown out and quote-unquote wasted. But here we go. Broodlords have started to finish. We see Broodlings arriving on the field. Now, Broodlings are not that great while the Colossus are up. He's really got to get those Colossus down so he can make the most out of those Broodlings.
There's a lot more Broodlords on the way here, but I don't know how I feel about the infested Terran choice. I think Fungal Growth would have been way more effective in this situation. Blink is down on the Stalkers, +3 is now done as well.
A good mix of 2 would have helped for sure, but you know what? Oh, that Blink Forward is going to catch some of these Broodlords as they do try to back up. Roach is coming in now too, and these Infestors are naked. Don't send them in, xpKubbaN!
Way too aggressive of a Blink Forward there. It's good of xpKubbaN just to be very careful, very patient.
Unlight though is
way better than the Protoss. Still, Protoss does have the 4th base up, but there's no probes over there.
Well, the problem is, look at this. He's got tons of gateways, which is excellent. You want all those gateways with 4 bases, but he's only got the 1 Robo, 1 Stargate. He doesn't have the means to reproduce. Unlight kind of finding himself in a Terran-esque situation where after he loses his units here, he's not going to have an easy time remaxing them.
Yeah, he does not have enough gateways. I mean, he's got 8 right now, but he's only got the 3 bases that are mining. Zerg players on 5 bases here, Rifkin. I mean, he's still got a small couple of mineral patches in the main as well.
Yeah, this is definitely looking good for xpKubbaN. The supply. I mean, Mothership's on the way. Okay, there's some Templars coming too. Between feedbacks and storms, they'll be great to try and deal with those infestors, but with the Broodlord army kind of out of control as it is, and no anti-air to be seen other than a couple Stalkers, this is not looking very good for Unlight.
Yeah, and Rifkin, it's always been really silly to me that 0/0 Broodlords can dominate units that have +3 armor or +3 attack upgrades on them, but we're gonna see the Stalkers die.
It's weird to see that, but it's of course it's the Broodlings that matter. It's not the actual Broodlord attack, right? So Broodlings with those +2 and +2 are looking very vicious.
broken mechanic then.
Yep, hashtag FZerg. Well, xpKubbaN, though, all bias aside, though, he's played this game very well.
Yeah, it looks like our team experience player is going to come out with the victory here. Rifkin, he's moving in on third base, and there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, I hate calling games early, but Unlight, just that fight did not go favorably for him. He spent so much of his army and effort trying to take out the spine crawlers that the Broodlords just kind of, I don't know, they did what they do. They A-moved. That's a Broodlord for you.
Yeah. One thing xpKubbaN could do just to lock it up, just to move a couple more of his drones over to his third and fourth bases, that would definitely seal the deal. But I mean, he's killing the army off here, Rifkin. As I said, the infrastructure was was a little paltry to begin with, but the fourth base.
Where's the mothership? The mothership popped, but it's been chilling at home, I guess, by the looks of it. It's just slowly starting to float over.
Oh, check this out, burrowing the infestors with the fungals in the middle. The Archon's gonna fall. Primary army for Unlight's gonna fall. He's sitting at 56 supply right now. But he's got a mothership, Rifkin.
Well, he's not giving up either. Got to give him credit on that. A lot of players just kind of tap out at this point. But you know what? You got a mothership. You got stalkers. You're not down and out. You're definitely not looking good. But you're not down and out just yet. Not officially.
Just a little sad. You're just a little sad on the inside.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
A lot sad. Maybe he won't have an overseer.
Yeah, maybe he'll accidentally kill all of his own units.
Who knows? He doesn't have an overseer. He doesn't.
Actually, that's actually a very good point. This is quite hilarious, the way this is going to start going. Actually, the Corruptors are going to try
your
to get
cybernetics cords.
Well, yeah, the Corruptors, there's just too many of them for this mothership. And it's not going to have enough energy by 3, dying at 97 energy, no Vortex, no nothing, guys. So, xpKubbaN going to take an easy victory, advancing on to the next round. This is only a best of 1, of course, so congratulations to the team experience player. And Poseidon asking to be cast next, so if you